Well, welcome to our final day on this daily reflections of Jude. And today we're in Jude 1:17 to 25. And we're talking about remaining in God's love. Well, good morning to you all. And as we reach the culmination of our journey through Jude's enlightening letter, verses 17 to 25 serve as a robust closing anthem, directing us on how to remain steadfast in the midst of challenges. Jude begins by urging us to recall the apostles' words. Remembering isn't just a nostalgic act, it's a grounding mechanism. The teachings of Christ's disciples, their testimony, struggles, and revelations are pivotal anchors for our faith. In an era of information overload, where numerous voices and ideologies clamour for our attention, Jude's reminder is pertinent. We must consistently return to and root ourselves in the foundational truths of the gospel. Next, the idea of building ourselves up takes center stage. Spiritual growth, Jude suggests, isn't passive. It's not just something that happens to us, but something we actively engage in. Prayer, staying connected with God's love, and allowing the Holy Spirit to work in us are all proactive measures in the spiritual building process. It's a beautiful dance of God's grace and our active participation. In a rapidly changing world, our spiritual vitality requires continuous nourishment and cultivation. And lastly, Jude focuses on rescuing others. The imagery is powerful. Rescue implies urgency, effort, and a sense of danger. Being grounded in faith is not just for our personal sanctification. It comes with a divine mandate to reach out. And while the act of rescuing is vital, the driving force behind it, as Jude suggests, should be love and compassion. Evangelism is not about winning souls as much as it's about genuinely loving them. It's about seeing those entrapped in falsehood and reaching out with hope and love of the gospel. So, reflecting on these directives, let's consider, how often do I return to the foundational teachings of the apostles to guide my spiritual journey? And in what ways am I actively participating in spiritual growth? How is love and compassion shaping my approach to share the gospel? And to conclude, Jude's final exhortation is in this letter are not just principles, they're pathways for a thriving spiritual journey. He beckons us to be anchored in the teachings of the past, be proactive in our present spiritual growth, and be compassionate in our outreach to others. So thank you for joining me on this fascinating reflection this week on Jude. And may our hearts be ever aligned with God's truth, our spirits continuously nourished, and our actions always driven by divine love and compassion. So I really pray that this has been a very fruitful time this week of reflecting back and looking at maybe your walk in life. And hopefully Jude has brought some bits out about today, living today as a Christian. So until next week, where we start a brand new section about making a difference, I will see you then.